In 1986, I played a chess tournament in Baku, and I remember the wind whistling in off the Caspian straight through into my hotel room. I have to say, a very Soviet-era style hotel, and I even managed to get food poisoning. But as you can see behind me, well, the city is unrecognizable from what it was 30 years ago. There's been so much development, and well, the players are very, very happy with the hotels they're staying in. A bit different from my time. I think we should check out what's happening today in round 10. The top clashes in the open section are, of course, the United States playing Georgia. There we go. And of course, Ukraine, equal on points with the USA, and they play against the Czech Republic. In the women's section, China face Poland. If China win today, that could be it. They could get the gold medal. So, big day, penultimate round in the Baku Olympiad. There's Fabiano Caruana and Badur Jobava on top board. Badur is on great form, and he really needed to score today for the Georgians to have a chance. But the USA are looking in outstanding form, and they quickly gain promising positions. Sam Shankland played each of his first 17 moves in under 10 seconds. Confident preparation. By the time he started thinking in earnest, he already had a tremendous attack, rolling his kingside pawns towards Sanakidze's king. Black's king was ripped open, and Sam's heavy pieces did the rest. 1-0 to the USA. Next to finish was Wesley So. With some nifty tactics, he gained 2 bishops for a rook, and soon Levan Pansulaya's king was in massive trouble. Wesley was in complete control. He negotiated a few little tactics at the end, and the resignation came quickly. (2-0 to the USA. That meant that the USA just needed a draw in the remaining 2 games, but Hikaru Nakamura played dreadfully, and right from early in the middle game was positionally bust. His opponent, Mikhail Umchetlashvili, forced his d-pawn home to win a piece. Nakamura fought hard, but in the end, he couldn't withstand the attack. 2-1 to the USA. On top board, Badur tried his best to complicate, sacrificing a pawn in the endgame, but Fabiano Caruana held firm, and in the end even had some advantage when the draw was agreed. But a draw was all the USA needed to win the match. 2.5, 1.5. Ukraine against the Czech Republic looked for a while very close. Boards 2 and 3 were solid draws, but the match was effectively decided by the result of the game on board 1 between the 2 heavy hitters, David Navara from the Czech Republic and Pavel Elyanov. In a complicated Spanish, Navara, a ferocious attacker, sacrificed a pawn, hoping to get through to the enemy king. But Elyanov remained unruffled, exploiting a tactical mistake to win the game. To complete the victory, Volokitin won on bottom board, making the final score 3-1 to the Ukraine. In the women's section, China were favourites, outrating Poland heavily. And China went 2-0 up fairly quickly. Tan Zhongyi destroyed Kulon on board 4, and women's world champion Ho Yifan outplayed Monika Sochko on board 1, wrong-footing her in the opening. Why did Sochko exchange bishops on b4? Poland recovered by scoring a win and a draw in the final 2 games, but the match was as good as over. China won at 2.5, 1.5. You might imagine that with a 2-point lead and just 1 round to play that it's all over. But in the final match, China have to play against the mighty Russia. And if the Russians win, they could still spoil the party for the Chinese. So that's definitely one to watch tomorrow. In the open section, the USA and Ukraine share the lead. The USA play their friends in the north, Canada, and Ukraine play Slovenia. Now, both the leaders are heavy favourites in these matches. But if they both win, then the USA have the superior tie-break score. So the USA still heavy favourites to win, but of course anything could happen. But the USA, they want it so badly. It's 40 years since they won the golds at the Olympiad. So it's going to be a great day tomorrow. And remember, the last round starts 4 hours earlier.